guys, welcome back to online class series, and this series will be divided into 3 parts: what you should do before, during and after class. The first tip is to plan your class and know when it is. Sometimes university or your schools gives you privileges to decide when you want your classes, and if this is in your school or universities, plan it in such a way that you don't have all the classes on the same day and the next day you just relax. Have classes every day and see to it if you're a morning person or evening person, and you can schedule your most important classes that way. But when you don't have that privilege and your school or university decides when your classes are going to be, what you should do is whenever you got your schedule, if it's weekly or monthly, just write it in your planner and write the subject and time. It's okay if you don't get professor or anything, just subject and time, so you can see and visualize where is your class and you can plan things ahead. Is to have all your materials that you need for the class ready on the table when you started. It will be very distracting when you have to get up every 10 minutes to get one notebook or test book or any reading material that you had to take. So what you can do that if it's a particular subject, take all the materials, all the textbook, all the notes you have written, your notebooks, your printouts, anything and everything that you need for the class ready with you when you start the class on your table. Clear everything other out, just the subject that you are going to need, you are going to study. So this will help you to concentrate better, and if you won't see any other things on the table, you will not get distracted and your head would be focused in your studies. Third is to have organized and quiet workspace, because when you're at home attending online classes, it can be very difficult to find a quiet workspace and organized workspace, and even a work area where you can define it as your school or your studying area. What you can do is just have a table or chair, or have your own desk, any other place that can differentiate your home life with your school life, and just use those space while you are studying. This will also indicate to others that you are not to be disturbed, and this will help you to study better, as well as provide you that space, that head space, as well as physical space to concentrate better and be more productive. The next step is to dress up, and that is if you stay in your pajamas and study, then your mind will think and it will drag you to the sleep or to eat something and just wander around your home. Whenever you go to school or college, you may have your specific dress code. If not, just put a simple jeans and t-shirt or anything that is comfortable to you, not your pajamas, and attend your classes every day. This will help you to boost up some confidence, and you will be more focused on your studies and confident enough to speak in your class and turn on your cameras and microphone. Next tip is to read all your pre-reads before your class. That is, if any readings, textbook readings, or any article or any chapter readings that you have to do before the class, do it if your professor or teacher says that you have to do it. If not, then you can simply read your chapter or anything that is going to be done in the class, so that you can concentrate better, know what you are having difficulty with, and just ask the question to the teacher. You can indulge in discussion and prompt queries into the class. This will not only help you to gain more attention in the class, as well as teacher will notice you, and it will help you to concentrate more and lessen your distractions. When you know something, you will gain more interest rather than just sitting around not knowing what the teacher is talking about, what you should do during an online class to be more productive. First of all, before you even start studying, what you should do is to turn on your camera and microphone. It's okay if you turn off your microphone when you are not asking questions, but you have to turn on your camera if it's compulsory or it's not compulsory too. What this will help you to do is to concentrate. If there is no need to turn your camera on or your microphone, it will be tempting to just wander on to your house while teacher is speaking, and you will be just distracted because the teacher won't be able to see if you're concentrating or not. What happens in physical classroom is that teacher can see you and prompt you to be more attentive. When you turn on your microphone as well as camera, you can ask questions whenever you think that you need to ask. When you can interact better, you can concentrate better, and your concentration will be on teacher, what it's studying, rather than other things in your room. Second tip is to take notes. Even if the teacher or professor is going to mail you or give you the notes, then also have a habit of just writing the bullet points or writing any important things that you think is important. Have some diagrams, write the summaries of the topic the teacher is teaching you. This will help you to be more focused on your studies. If you're sitting idly, you will be distracted all to your surroundings. When your eyes are in your book and on your computer and seeing what the teacher is teaching, and by writing it, you will gain more concentration, as well as subconsciously your mind will be remembering the notes, remembering the things the teacher is teaching, and this will help you to be more productive as well as more concentration. Tip is to participate. As I already told you, that participation is more necessary when it's online class, because in physical class teacher will just prompt, but in online class no one is bothered to even speak and the participation is very low. Participate because in these type of situations the grades are almost in the hands of the teacher and you want to be in the good graces. Participating, asking questions if you have any doubt, or just prompting a new discussion and answering the questions that the professor asks you will help you to be in the good graces, can increase your concentration, can help you understand better, and will reduce your extra studying time, self-studying time by 30%. This will help you to be more productive, and it will also help your professor to initiate discussions and to grow professional relationships with your professor. The fourth tip is to not take classes on your phone, because usually the screen is very small, and while we are taking online classes there will be PowerPoint presentation and other discussions or other sharing materials that your professor or teacher would do. If you are going to see this small things on your mobile, then there is a 90% chance that you will lose your concentration, your eyesight will be affected, and overall your concentration and distraction level will be disturbed. What I suggest you is to have your laptop open and mobile tucked away somewhere else so you can fully concentrate with the big screen in front of you. You can also use your iPad or other tablets that you may have. Use those that will subconsciously help you to be more productive. Record the classes, that is, if your professor have access and given you the access to record your classes, please do it, that because when something is taught in the first few sessions and when it comes to the last session, you may not everything have in your notebook or everything written down somewhere. So rewatching these sessions may also help you to learn better, to understand better, and always can go back when you have quizzes or tests in your college or school. So try and record the classes, ask permission beforehand for recording the classes, and if you can, share with your teacher or your friends so they can also be benefited. Last tip is to block all the websites on your laptop when you are studying, and this can help you to reduce distractions. Whenever there is a notification, and if there is no notification but just teacher talking and talking, you will be very much tempted to go on Google and search something, go on Pinterest or WhatsApp or Facebook and Instagram. This will also lead to further distractions, and once you are very familiarized with this concept, it will become a habit, and this will be on during the whole semester. So use website blocking sites that will help you to temporarily block all these websites that can distract you for an hour or 2 hours, as long as your online classes are there, and then in the break you can easily use them in your phone or just in the laptop. Do this, and this all tips will help you to increase productivity during an online class. I am going to talk about what you should do after an online class to be more productive. So the first thing that you should do as soon as your professor completes the class and asks for questions is just to ask if you have any assignment or quiz due in the upcoming lectures or any reading that you have to do. What happens is that usually the session plans are not up to the dates that are provided, and sometimes the assignment may come a little earlier or a little late. Always ask if you have any pre-reads for the next class, and that will help you to know when you have to read what. If you have any assignments that is due, just ask the professor if it's due, and the professor can easily tell you when is the next assignment or quiz or class that you are having tests on, and you can schedule it and have learned better. Physical class, there are many indications that you're going to have tests, but when in online class, every professor teaches at different speed, and this may result into exams having on different dates. You have to make sure that you know beforehand, so that if there are more than one test or submission on the same day, you can prepare it and submit both the things on the same day and not stress the day before. Second thing is to download material. If the professors are emailing you or uploading it in Drive, then download it as soon as you get the mail that the materials are uploaded. This will also refrain you from going back in the time whenever you want the material and scrolling through hundreds of email, hundreds of files to know what's important and what's not and what you need right now. And in the time of emergency, when you have quiz or class the next day or the 2 days after, then this will be very tiresome. So what you should do is to just take 1 minute after your classes of the day and just download the material that your professor have uploaded. Make folders in your computer and store it in an organized manner so that it can be very easy when you have to search it and you want it urgently. Once it's forgotten, it's very hard to search and go back. Ask your friend every time you want some material. So in online classes like this, download it previously if professor provides, or after the session as soon as it's complete, and store it and organize it properly. Last tip is to relax and spend the day with your family, because once you're studying, once your online classes is complete, you need to unwind and prepare for the next day by resting or doing some reading or spending time with your family. You can have some refreshed mind and start again. And in this pandemic, when everything is so much distress and tensions are building up, you should spend some time with your family or yourself and give your brain some break. Thank you so much for watching this 3-episode series, and I hope that these tips may help you while you are just starting your semester and be more productive. Thank you.